A young man from North Carolina who built the biggest YouTube channel in the history of the platform. Over 400 million subscribers, a company now valued at $5 billion, a reputation as the most generous creator on the internet, giving away houses, funding surgeries, planting 20 million trees, feeding the hungry. The comments on every video say the same thing. This man restored my faith in humanity. Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeast, 27 years old and on paper a billionaire. This video is not here to take that away from him. The surgeries happened, the trees got planted, the houses were real. We're not disputing any of that, but behind the camera, behind the $5 billion empire that makes all of it possible, there is a story that almost never gets told. A story about what it actually costs to work inside the machine, about how the generosity functions as a business model, about contestants hospitalized during a $100 million Amazon game show, about lawsuits, working conditions, and a company culture that former employees described in ways that would shock the people watching those videos. This is the dark side of MrBeast's empire, and it's documented. Every claim in this video is sourced from court filings, public records, and on-record reporting from the Associated Press, the New York Times, CNN, and Variety. Let's start at the beginning. He's a billionaire on paper who says he has less than $1 million in his actual bank account. Before we go any further, here's the first thing you need to sit with. MrBeast told the Diary of a CEO in 2025 that on paper, yes, he's a billionaire. His company is valued at $5 billion, but his personal bank account, less than $1 million. He reinvests everything back into the machine, which raises a question nobody seems to ask. If every dollar goes back into the business, whose interest is the business actually serving? The videos, the charity, the audience, or the empire itself? Keep that question in your head, because by the end of this video, you'll have an answer. Jimmy Donaldson was born on May 7th, 1998 in Wichita, Kansas. He grew up in Greenville, North Carolina, raised mostly by his mother after his parents separated. He started a YouTube channel at 13 years old. The turning point came in January 2017, a video where he counted to 100,000 out loud. It took him 40 hours. He uploaded it and something clicked with the internet in a way nobody predicted, including him. That video went viral. Sponsors came calling. The channel took off. Everything that follows, the good and the bad, comes from the same place. The relentless, obsessive pursuit of scale at any cost. The same obsession that built the empire is the same obsession that created the culture inside it. He built a content machine. And when you build a content machine and then start hiring hundreds of people to run it, things break, people get hurt. And the bigger the machine gets, the more pressure it puts on every person inside it. We're going to show you exactly what that looked like. Multiple former employees described what they called a toxic workplace culture. One described their time there as long hours, little to no recognition, and no unions. Another wrote simply and bluntly, "I'm impressed, no one has died yet, but there's been injuries." Others suffered physical and mental complications, and one YouTuber, Rosanna Pansino, alleged publicly that the production team confiscated every contestant's underwear and medication, telling them items would be returned each night, and then didn't return them. Multiple female contestants reportedly messaged her directly to confirm it. MrBeast called the allegations blown out of proportion. The lawsuit is still working its way through the legal system. Now let's talk about money, because this is where MrBeast's story gets genuinely complicated and genuinely interesting. The public narrative is this: Jimmy makes videos, the videos make money, he spends the money on more videos, and the generosity is real. That's not wrong, but it's also not the full picture. Forbes estimated MrBeast's earnings between April 2024 and April 2025 at $85 million. His company, Beast Industries, was valued at $5.2 billion in a 2025 funding round led by Alpha Wave Global. On paper, MrBeast is worth around $2.6 billion. And here's where it gets philosophically interesting. The generosity in the videos, the surgeries, the houses, the cash giveaways is not separate from the business. It is the business. Jimmy's own team has said publicly that the philanthropic content drives audience growth, and audience growth drives revenue. A senior executive at Beast Industries told Fortune magazine directly, "We're really leaning into how we use the MrBeast platform to create positive impact. We're a for-profit company, but we're also altruistic." For-profit, altruistic, both things at the same time. And the question critics raise is, when someone's suffering or someone's need becomes the content that generates the views, that drives the revenue, what exactly are we calling that? Academics have a term for it. Some have called it poverty porn. using the desperation or vulnerability of real people as entertainment. A 2025 piece in The Conversation pointed to videos where people in genuine need are placed in competitive structures, eliminated on camera, sometimes reduced to tears in front of millions of viewers in exchange for the chance at money they may or may not receive. Meanwhile, the actual money-making engine isn't even the charity videos. It's Feastables, it's Beast Industries, it's the Amazon deal, it's merchandise, it's the machine that the wholesome image makes possible.